Alright, here's another person, a young man in his early teens, uh, sent me a message on YouTube. He requested to be anonymous, so I'm going to respect that fact. And I'm going to try to avoid anything that exactly pinpoints to who he is. As I said, he's in his early teenage years. I'm going to skip over some of the things that he wrote me, so it doesn't let everybody know who he is. You know, I want to be able to keep him anonymous as best as possible. Alright. He says, my question has to do with something that happened to me 3 years ago. At a Taekwondo meet, during one of my matches, I ended up getting knocked out by my opponent, and I mean knocked out cold. Thing is, my opponent was a girl, and she was 2 years younger than me. Well, actually, she still is a girl and younger than me. Even worse was that the whole thing got uploaded to the internet. I'm saying to the internet. He specifically says what website, but I'm not going to say that one. He included the video to me for me to watch, so that way I could say what I think of it. Anyways, let's see. Anyways, I just want to know, is it as bad as I think it is? Tell it to me straight, because I'm thinking about getting back into Taekwondo. I had quit after the being knocked out thing happened to me. I hope you can answer this for me and help me out. I know it's a bit different, but you did say you'd answer anything as long as it wasn't inappropriate. Oh, and one last thing. If you answer this, you can tell my story in your video, but could I be anonymous? Thanks. Well, I tried my best to make sure you're anonymous. I didn't say your name. I avoided saying exactly how old you are, even though you told me. I asked you what belt you were and what belt she was. You told me that you were a green belt, and you think she may have already had her black belt. And after the video that I saw, the fact that you were able to hold your own in that match as long as you did against somebody who was a black belt, no matter their age, height, gender, if the person was a black belt and you're a green belt, I'm surprised you stayed standing as long as you did. So I suggest you, if you really actually want to get back into Taekwondo, do it. I mean, if it's something you enjoy, do it. Don't let something like being defeated by somebody who's younger than you deter you. That should never have any sort of, how should I say, that should never have any aspect in your decision making on whether or not you're going to do something. Because the thing about doing anything in life is that there's going to be somebody better than you, and this is the case with every single human out there, every single animal out there. There's going to be somebody out there who's better than you, at least one other person. So don't let it stop you from doing what you want to do, what you like to do. Okay? I mean, heck, if my mother had put me in some form of martial arts class, I would have been utterly ecstatic. I find most, if not all, of the martial arts out there to be a fascinating art, a fascinating sport. That's one of the few sports I would actually watch, that I would actually take the time to watch. I generally don't like sports. but martial arts is something I would take time to watch. It's impressive, very impressive. So, I just let you know, don't let little things like being defeated by somebody deter you from enjoying the sport if you really enjoy that sport. Okay? So, go back to it. Practice, 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 practice. That's like that with just about everything. Lots of practice. And I hope you can still enjoy it, the sport that is. If you can't, I would suggest maybe looking into another style of martial arts, or perhaps something else altogether. Other than that, yeah, I mean, the fact that you stayed in the match as long as you did against somebody who is potentially a black belt is impressive in its own, even if you did get knocked out cold. So don't let that deter you any more than it already has. Try to work through it, and try to have fun with it. Alright? I wish you luck in your future endeavors. Bye.